Florida, Lane Kiffin made some interesting points at his press conference Monday, saying this, quote, "For Miami, FIU, and FAU to be playing this well, who would have thought we'd be sitting here this time of year and have more wins than Florida and Florida State combined?" It's pretty neat. And pleased now to be joined by the head coach of the FAU Owls, Lane Kiffin. And, Coach, you got quite a bit of attention on Monday with your comment about FAU having more wins than Florida and Florida State combined. But really, can you expand on the bigger point you were making about all the success in college football in South Florida this season?
Well, I think as usual, when I say something, the media just takes parts of it. So I was talking about that exactly about South Florida and the success. And so I was talking about FIU, FAU, and Miami. And I said, who would think that each of those teams, at the beginning of the year, that each of those teams would have more wins than, Florida and Florida State combined. So it's awesome success down here that the three programs are having.
You welcome FIU coming up here in Week 12 for this year's Shula Bowl. What are you doing to prepare your team for this big rivalry game?
Well, we're just focused on getting better. We don't talk a whole lot about it, but obviously it's a big game, for a lot of people, and conference championship on the line. So, but that really doesn't mean anything. It's about really staying focused and playing really well.
FAU has started a Heisman campaign for Devin Singletary. Give us kind of a stump speech for him and being considered for the Heisman.
Well, at the end of the day, your job is to score touchdowns, and he's done it more than anyone else in the country. So I'd start right there.
Coach, what are your thoughts about what's been happening in Knoxville this year?
I don't have a lot of thoughts on that. You don't ever like to see any coaches get fired. Coach Jones had done a really good job there, had a couple 9-win seasons, and just had some bad luck of late.
Rick Neuheisel said on the radio earlier this week, it is now the silly season for coaching. Your name is mentioned as much or more than anybody. How do you feel and how do you handle that?
Again, I don't worry about that. People can say, right, whatever. We got a lot of ball left here, and really good team to play this week. So we're focused on this week.
All right, Coach, good luck to you this week. Thanks for being with us.
All right, you got it. Thank you.